But let's move on to topic number 2. We've already discussed Mike Pettine a little bit, so let's go down that road, guys. How much blame does Mike Pettine deserve in all of this, Michael?
He deserves a lot of the blame. And again, as I've said, I'm, bottom line, I've been a Mike Pettine guy. I liked the way he came into this organization a year ago. So maybe I'm going to be proven wrong here, because I really thought that he had the chops and the toughness and to get guys to galvanize, rally up, and be a football team that would adopt his philosophy. But look, it's not happening. Here's the real bottom line. Right? After a 7-4 start last year, he's dropped 7 of the last 8.
That's exactly
now,
right.
you know, the bottom line business. That's what we're talking about here. You lose 7 of 8, and now so overall he's 8-11, and it's trending very much going south. It's not a good look for Mike Pettine and his staff.
Chris?
Eventually you have to get to a point with a head coach where you don't just buy into the guy because he's your guy. You have to have some evidence that tells you that he's the right guy, or he's the guy that's going to get this team to take that next step, and who knows what that next step is going to be. But at this point, if we're making a list of pros and cons, what do we even have on the pro side for Mike Pettine? Okay, so he's dealt with a lot of adversity and he's handled it pretty well. I agree it's been a tough job, and there have been a lot of things that have been thrown at him, guys. A lot of things that a second-year head coach probably doesn't have to deal with. But at some point, I've got to have something that defines Mike Pettine as a head coach.
Tangible.
Yes.
And what is that?
I've got nothing.
Wins.
I have absolutely nothing.
It's got to be wins eventually. But
yeah.
I'm going to have to go with both of these guys on this one. If you tell me that Mike Pettine is the guy, I'm probably guilty of saying the same thing over the last couple seasons. But at some point, it's got to be more than winning the press conference. We do this in the media all the time. We talk about how guys look in front of the camera, how we think they carry themselves in the locker room. I don't know how many press conferences Mike Zimmer has won. I don't know how many Bruce Arians won. And I know for a fact that nobody's counting those because they have wins to count. And by the way, losing 7 of 8, that sounds pretty good to Josh McCown.